Hey, welcome everyone. This is going to be your stock watch list and market talk for the 25th of September, Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get into it. So today, this morning, the SPY was popping up. We came up to the pre-market highs here on the SPY about 10 o'clock, or at 10 o'clock. The consumer sentiment numbers came out, and the confidence numbers, excuse me, and they missed for September, and that's where the selling started right there, right at 10 o'clock. We came up to the pre-market highs. This light blue line you see here corresponds to my 10 SMA on the daily chart. So we kind of bumped up against that a couple of times today, this morning on the SPY, and then after that we started selling off. And then in the afternoon, the selling got heavier, and we'll go more into that. But basically, what the SPY did for today was come down to its 50 SMA, the dark moving average you see here, and we bounced off that. So that currently is at 294.82. So we'll call it that 295 area. So that's the area we're going to be watching tomorrow on the SPY and going forward. So this 295, as you can see here, we came down, tested it, bounced off of it. So far, we're holding above it in the after hours on the SPY. So, what were the things that kind of got the markets moving? Let's go ahead and take a look at our heat map from FinViz. A lot of red on our screen today in the high beta names. Netflix down again today. Netflix down 4%. Amazon dropping 2.5% on the day. Microsoft down 1%. Apple down about 0.5% on the day. Utilities were getting buying again today. The TLT was moving up, which means that bond yields were moving down. So folks were buying utilities for the yield. We had oil moving down today. So as you can see, we had oil stocks moving down. And Walmart was green today, up over 0.5% on the day. A lot of defensive names were moving up for the day. So what gets the market's moving down today? Well, a lot of impeachment talk today. We're out there. Pelosi launches official impeachment inquiry into Trump. Trump attacks Pelosi and Democrats after impeachment threat. And then Trump says he'll release the unredacted transcript of call with the Ukraine president. So that's kind of what was hitting the markets. I'm not trying to be political, just giving you information as to what was moving the markets around this afternoon. Bitcoin fell off the table clearly under that 10,000 and 9,000 numbers here. Bitcoin moving down. So let's go ahead and look at the calendar. So we'll get that out of the way for tomorrow. So this is what got the markets moving down. Consumer confidence was missed. At 10 o'clock. We also, tomorrow we have, for the 25th, we have Charles Evans speaking at 8 a.m. And then we get 7 p.m. We have other Fed speak tomorrow. And then Thursday we get hit with a bunch of Fed speak going into Friday. So a lot on our plate for the next couple of days as far as Fed speak goes. As far as what was moving in the sectors for today, so GBTC, it trades on the pinks, but it's the Bitcoin Trust. It's the only pink I really look at. So as you can see here, that was dropping down. Today we were down almost 10% on the day. The OIH was down today, down about 4%. I'm sorry, 5% on the day. Such names as Schlumberger, Halliburton, Rig, the oil services stock. The marijuana ETF continues to grind lower, down another almost 5% on the day for the marijuana ETF. As you can see here, it's just been riding down each and every day. Cannabis names are in a world of hurt. CGC, ACB, Cronus Group, all moving down. To the upside for today, the VIX, we have a 17 handle on the VIX now. So a little bit of volatility coming in to the VIX. We're still below the 20 a spot here on the VIX, that's when you really start getting maybe nervous. But right now, just a pop. We are back above the 200 SMA on the VIX. JNUG was moving up almost 4% on the day. Nougat also up almost 4% on the day. And then, like I said, the TLT was climbing today, so that brought bond yields down. So then that flight to the utilities. As you can see here on the IWM, we've been talking about this 160 resistance area on the last few videos. We never could get back above that, penetrate through it, and hold above it. You see those topping candles here, these wicks on the daily chart for the IWM, and then we started losing the 10 SMA, and then today we got that push down. Now we are still holding above the 200 SMA, the green moving average here, and we're right around the 50 SMA. So let's see if we're going to get a continuation move to the downside here. The markets right now okay for day traders. We're not getting that great follow through for day trading right now. There are some nice moves. Ovid gave a nice move today. Overstock, if you took it over 12 bucks, gave a decent move. Tivix gave a nice move today. But they're not flowing like they were only a few weeks ago. As far as day trading, you have to be very selective in your day trades. As far as swing trading, I'll tell you, very tough right now to put on a lot of swing trades in this market. Been kind of snipering some swing trades here and there. We did a swing trade in Snap. We got a nice gain in this one. Then we took it off as it got up to this top here, $18, and then as you can see, that was a good out on Snap. But swing trades have been very tough with the choppy randomness to the markets right now. The S&P drops the most in a month due to the Trump impeachment concerns. The Dow Jones was minus 142. The transports minus 49. Nasdaq minus 119, and the S&P was minus 25. The IBB, I'm looking for sectors that are holding up, and other than the utilities, but IBB is not holding up. XBI rolled over today. The SMH pulling back today, back to the 20 SMA. Not too much technical damage yet. On the SMH, you see we came up to those recent highs here, tested them. Now we're pulling back from them. We are holding around the 20 SMA. Let's see what kind of move we're going to get in the overnight futures for tonight, and how the open's going to be for tomorrow. As you can see, like I said, the utilities were up 1.17% for the day. To the downside in the sectors, 2.78 drop in the percentage drop in the XOP, the oil and exploration for today. Some of your stocks in the Dow, we had Boeing having a strong close, a decent close, up 1.25% for the day. Walmart, kind of defensive names here. Walmart was up over 0.5%. Verizon was up 0.5% for the day. Some of your best and worst stocks for the day. Let's see. Let's go with JKS, a solar name, was down almost 10% on the day. I'm really not sure what happened to AABA here. Maybe something with Baba on that one. If anybody knows, leave it down in the comments. I didn't notice that one today, but AABA says dropped 72%, but I don't think that's right. Cara was down 9% on the day. LOVE was dropping today 9%. China name PDD dropping. Lyft and Uber just cannot catch a break here. Lyft further down 7.5%. Uber dropping today, almost back down to these lows here where it bounced once before. The recent low was around that 30.85 area for Uber, so maybe due for a bounce. Tesla was down today over 7% on the day for Tesla. Netflix got hit today. NFLX dropping. I still think it has a destiny to hit this low back here in December, January. We'll see if they make a higher low. We are getting down to that 250 number also on Netflix, possible bounce area there. If that breaks, then maybe we are headed bound to these December lows. Let's see, that is currently at 231, we'll call it, all right, for Netflix, the December lows. So that's kind of a little, look around the markets. Some lower price stocks today. Ovid had a nice day. We traded this today. OVID up 26% on the day. PIR has earnings coming up this week. That one was up 21%. Dova moving up through that $18 area, up 9% on the day. AVDL, whoops, let me fix that. ELTK jumping 11% on the day. USAT also bouncing back. They had an insider buy on that one. JAGX, JAGX was up about 6% on the day. And then to the downside, BlackBerry came out with earnings this morning and it just got crushed here on BlackBerry. They beat on earnings, but the revenues missed again for BlackBerry. Neo, they didn't even do their earnings conference call today. They canceled it. That stock dropping 20%. BlackBerry was down 23% on the day. UXIN continued to move down another 20%. WORX down 15% on the day. As you can see in the marijuana space, NBEV had some news with Japan today. They popped that one. That was a bright spot in the cannabis names. Tried to trade it over 325 today on NBEV, and it popped up here and then came back at me. So I just had to get back out. Never tried it again. It only moved up a dime from this 325 break on NBEV. It's not a great intraday traders, but intraday trader, but it did pop today, 12 million shares. You might want to keep that one on watch. And then the only other bright spot here was VGR tobacco up fractionally. Over in the IPO world, let's see, we had GHSI. We talked about on that on the video last night, up 22% today. Let's see, Nova was jumping today, up 5%. KRUS up about 3% on the day. To the downside, you had this LVGO getting hit today. TUFN down 11%. GNLN, which is also a cannabis stock, that moving down for today, down another 10% on the day. So, not really much to choose from as far as for swing trades. Day trading was okay, but not the greatest day trading days, Monday and Tuesday. Let's check that volume on the SPY. I forgot to look at that. Volume today 96 million. So yesterday was only 47 million. So at least we doubled our volume on the SPY, but to the downside. So a heavy selling day in the markets today. Let's go ahead and get into some of the stocks. I don't have a very long list for today. Fran, FRAN. That one popping up for today, so I'll have that one on watch. Maybe a continuation move, an intraday setup. It closed strong into the close tonight. GHSI, watching this one for the high of the day break around 81, 82 cents. Got a small trade in it today on the break of 75 cents. It moved up a little bit. MYGN was very strong today, 3.2 million shares. Would like a pullback in this one. Usually, like I say, when they have big moves up like this, usually the next day you get kind of an inside day, so we'll see. NBEV, we'll be watching that one, but not my favorite to intraday trade. NLS, 2 million shares coming into this name, has that $1.50 area up ahead on NLS. The 10 SMA is at $1.49. I'd let it clear that $1.50 area. Had a nice pop today. So we'll see if we can get up over $1.50. NXTD popping today, 1.6 million shares. Security and Protection Services. So this was popping up. It's an under $1 name. So we'll see if that one sets up. Ovid had a very strong day. We caught it Ovid coming up over the $3 break right in here on this $3 break. It pushed up to about 350 on OVID. Then it did, nothing much for the rest of the day. But we'll watch this one. Big volume, expanding volume, 8.2 million shares on that one. SAEX is popping in the after hours. So we'll watch that one for tomorrow. And then we got to watch these inverses as the markets move down. The inverses move up intraday. So SDS, SPXU will be on watch to see if there's any plays in this. TIVX also could be a play. We caught it over this, what was it, 1325 spot for a pop-up on TIVX. And then let's see, VRNX had a big pop, 2.5 million shares. Would like to see this thing push down at the open and then maybe give us a reversal play in that. SVRA, volume 500,000 shares, trying to turn the corner here on SVRA, a biotech name, a beaten down name, fry pan bottom here, trying to turn back up. So not really in love with that one. That's pretty much the watch list. If you want to stick around, I forgot to do the news at the beginning. So let me go ahead and show you some of the news that came out after the bell for tonight. Courtesy of the trade exchange. So we had the API crude numbers come out. It was a build, 1.4 million. So let's check oil here. Oil moving down in the after hours tonight on that API crude oil number coming out. Let's see. We also had Nike. Nike earnings per share beat by 15 cents. Revenue beat. Nike is up in the after hours tonight. The stock closed at $87, pushing up to 92. So shorts caught on the wrong side there. Cintas, CTAS, had earnings after the bell. Looks like they had a good outing here. For that one is pushing higher. Let's see. Earnings per share beat by 16 cents. Revenue beat for Cintas. And then Trump impeachment odds skyrocket to 62%. So that hitting the tape in the after hours tonight. Let's see what other news did we get for tonight. Anything stand out? HDS, HD Supply Holdings announces intent to separate into two industry-leading public companies on HDS. AVGO Broadcom announces offering of mandatory convertible preferred stock on AVGO. That stock moving down in the after. ACD Pharmaceuticals had some news after the bell tonight. ACAD, not much going on there. Let's see what on CNAT Form 8K came out. You can pause the video, read that. CNAT moving down here in the after hours on that one. And let's see, Fitbit and FIBRI check announce a partnership. Let's see if Fitbit is moving up at all. Nope, no reaction to that on Fitbit. And I think that's about it. The big news was the Trump impeachment and also the oil numbers that came out. Some of your top insider purchases. You got GME getting more insider purchases here. Something's going on in GameStop. Keep this one on watch too for tomorrow. A lot of insider purchases, one last night and one tonight, two tonight, excuse me. And CHWY director purchased over 3,000 shares on Chewy, this IPO. And SAEX, that's the one that was popping up in the after hours. SAX announces an entry into forbearance agreements, additional advances under its credit agreement, and repayment of its 10% senior notes due 2019. Anyway, SAEX popping in the after hours tonight. All right, this is Mike. Everybody have a good day trading tomorrow. Back at it with another video tomorrow night. Hope this video helps you out. All we ask is hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, help the channel grow. The videos are free. Don't be a video freeloader. Hit that like button down below, thumbs up, hit the bell to be notified, and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Have a great day trading tomorrow. We'll be back at it with another video.